The tune Night Lights by Gerry Mulligan was the very first tune I knew that I wanted to do on the Drummer Loves Ballads. And I knew I wanted to do it as a tribute to a friend of mine named Kerry Strayer. Kerry and I went to the University of Missouri, Kansas City together. We met around 85, 86 or so. He was doing his graduate degree. He was a baritone sax player, and I was doing my undergrad. And Kerry had put together a band. We were working a fair amount around Kansas City, and he decided to go into the university studio and record a little demo for the band. And on that demo was this tune, Night Lights. And it was the first time I'd heard it. And it's just absolutely gorgeous ballad. And ever since, I've associated it with Kerry because it was the first time I'd heard it, and he played it so beautifully. But in 2013, Kerry passed away, and it would be a few years still before I started to work on this album. So I had to decide who I wanted to have play the tune. And I had remembered that Kerry and I had traded some Facebook messages about 5 weeks before he died, and I just had this random memory that he had mentioned one of his students in there. A guy named Brett Jackson. And so I found the messages and decided to reach out to Paul Roberts, who did several arrangements on this album and was also the piano player on that demo back in '86. And I said, "Hey, do you know a guy named Brett Jackson?" And he said, "Yeah." He said, "That's who you want. He's the guy. He loved Kerry. He loves that tune. He plays it all the time. He'll do a great job." So I asked Brett to be on the album, and he came into the studio, and everybody in the band had known and worked with Kerry over the years. And when I explained that this was a tribute to him, it was a bit of an emotional moment for everybody in the studio. And then Brett began to play, and he just did this beautiful job, and we got it within a couple of takes. And as you listen to it, you're hearing something extra special because that baritone saxophone that Brett is playing is Kerry's old horn, and Kerry had left it to Brett when he passed away.